YouTube, what's up, man? It's your boy, the 1J Osh. Where my tornado fiends at, man? Almost at 400 subscribers. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hey, man, got another tornado video for y'all. Greensburg, the first EF5 tornado. Video short but sweet, I guess. All right, so we're gonna get right into it. Shout out to June 1st. This is his video. Like we do, we always give those who make the videos credit. We just react to them. Don't know what to expect. We're to the point now where we're just doing side quests when it comes to tornado vids, and storm vids in general. So I don't know what to expect, but yeah, let's get into it, man.
Friday, May 4th, 2007. Friday, May 4th,
Your boy eating too.
2007.
It's like I got popcorn.
Greensburg, Kansas.
There's fries.
This small town is unknowingly
Cajun
about to be
fries.
cemented into tornado history. The overnight will take this town from this to this. As the sun sets on the 4th, residents are on edge as a tornado watch is in place. A storm rolls in with the twilight, bringing heavy winds, rain, and hail. But it blows on through. No tornado. There's a collective exhale from Greensburg as the night settles in. It looked like another false alarm.
Don't let me get that. If I get that warning, I'm terrified.
The National Weather Service in Dodge City has issued a tornado warning for Kiowa County. Meteorologists were tracking a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado 14 miles south of Greensburg.
Dazed and confused, people began to emerge out of the debris and into the darkness. Among these folks are the McKinneys. Occasional lightning bolts illuminate their surroundings as they exit their basement, the only surviving room of their home. Trying to get their bearings, they look for any identifiable feature around. A full 360-degree turn reveals the unimaginable. There is simply no more town.
There's nothing left.
The realization sets in that their neighbor, Kelsey Schroth, was home alone with her infant son, in a home without a basement. 12 hours earlier, the folks at the Storm Prediction Center were keen on an evolving weather system entering the plains. A strong jet stream trough was digging across the Rockies, slowly working eastward. A surface low-pressure system begins to take shape over southeastern Colorado, starting the transport of moisture northward. Finally, clear skies for most of the day baked the surface. Temperatures hit the mid-80s, making for an unseasonably warm day in western Kansas. While the timing of each atmospheric event was not perfect, forecasters had seen enough to warrant the conditional moderate risk ahead of May 5th, which had the makings of a high-risk day. Nonetheless, May 4th was not to be slept on. Tied to the surface low was a dry line, key for initiating storms. Dry air overhead cannot contain all of this instability, and the dry line forces cumulus to tap into the buoyant energy. Storms root and explode over the northeastern Texas panhandle, translating north-northeast into Oklahoma. The SPC places a tornado watch over the southern plains. One of these storms in particular strengthens significantly into a cyclical supercell. These storms in the right environment can sustain themselves for long periods of time. With 5,000 joules per kilogram of potential energy over western Kansas, this supercell was about to be supercharged. A tornado warning was issued for Kiowa County shortly before 9 p.m. In the subsequent minutes, the first tornado of this storm would reach the ground. It would only track for a few miles before retreating into the storm's updraft. This process would repeat several times before the fifth sister of this tornado family would plant southwest of Greensburg. Unlike its previous sisters, this tornado would quickly widen and sustain. A large, violent tornado was now in progress. At this moment, it tracks northeast, looking like the town of Greensburg could be spared. Nonetheless, sirens begin to sound in the town as storm chaser Mike Scantling closes in from the south. Lightning illuminates the outline of the tornado,
Look how big
revealing
that
the
thing
gravity of the situation. He and other
Just a
chasers
wall.
relay the ground truth to the National Weather Service in Dodge City, prompting them to upgrade the warning to an extremely rare tornado emergency. Overhead, the cyclical storm begins to undergo its cycling process. The updraft decouples from the parent storm and it is sheared into a leftward turn, steering it onto a northerly collision course for Greensburg. Shortly before 10 p.m., the tornado impacts town. The McKinneys rush to their basement as their world above is mowed over. At 1.3 miles wide, the tornado is wider than the town itself.
Oh,
That
explains it.
feel like hours for Greensburg. But
That
eventually,
explains it, so
the
it just
occlusion
wiped everything.
process takes over and ends the tornado only 2 miles north of town. As the community reels in the immediate aftermath, Dennis McKinney's attention quickly turns not to his own home, but the well-being of neighbor Kelsey Schroth and her 9-month-old son. Schroth's brick home has been reduced to a kitchen island and a fireplace. Nothing more. A voice calls out from a pile of debris north of the slab. Removing collapsed walls from the walk-in closet, the McKinneys find Kelsey and her son,
Wow.
miraculously alive with minor injuries.
Wow.
Meanwhile, the supercell's show is far from being over. Another significant tornado would plant southwest of Trousdale, Kansas. This EF3 would expand to a jaw-dropping 2.2 miles wide, an extra half-mile wider than the Greensburg tornado at its
That's
peak.
insane.
The leftward occlusion that doomed Greensburg ultimately saved Trousdale, while
Wow.
to the east, another wide EF3 would narrowly miss Hopewell. As the clock
So
flipped
some of
over
these
from
towns
May
got
4th to
spared.
5th, this supercell refused to quit, producing more sporadic tornadoes an astounding 8 hours after its initiation. By storm's end, a total of 22 tornado sisters were spawned by this unprecedented cyclical supercell.
Okay.
Morning daylight in Greensburg revealed an apocalyptic
Oh
scene.
man.
Over 900 structures had been damaged by the tornado.
That town's so small. It must be one of them towns where everybody like knows each other. You know, like because the fact that the tornado was wider than the town itself, everybody got to know each other. Like,
accounting for 95% of the
you can't
100
not.
structures had been damaged by the tornado, accounting for 95% of the town. A place once littered with trees now presents de-limbed trunks with bark peeled away.
ain't nothing.
Out of Greensburg's population of 1,500, there were 11
only 1,500
fatalities
people.
and 63 severe injuries. A shockingly small metric for the incredible damage afflicted, likely attributed to the advanced lead warning time from forecasters and storm chasers.
Man.
Another 2 fatalities occurred in the Hopewell and Maxville EF3s, bringing the Greensburg supercell's final tally to 13. To make things worse for the people and first responders of Greensburg, the weather seemed to taunt them. May 5th brought with it a high risk from the Storm Prediction Center. Even more tornadoes were in the forecast for western Kansas. At 7 p.m., a tornado was reported 8 miles south of town. Their nightmare of last night reignited
Ain't
as a
that
tornado
some
warning was
shit?
once again put in place for Greensburg, followed by an EF1 that was less than 2 miles to the west of town. Tornadoes simply could not avoid Greensburg. 2007 saw the implementation of a radical new rating system for tornadoes. The enhanced Fujita scale greatly expanded the scope of damage classification. Greensburg was now the ultimate test for this new EF scale. Meteorologists and engineers meticulously pored over the damage, documenting and classifying each structure to paint a picture
I
of what
obviously
happened.
don't know what EF5 is.
The end
bro,
result
because
was the first ever EF5 rating, with peak estimated winds of 205 miles per hour. Once the dust settled, the recovery of Greensburg took root in opportunity. Over several years, they took their town name more literally by implementing advanced climate-conscious design with their new building developments. While Greensburg sure became greener over the years after the tornado, it's still evident today that the town was not what it once was.
I wouldn't imagine
Greensburg's
so.
population sits at 50% of what it was on May 4th, 2007.
50%. So that means it's like 700 people living there? 750 people? He said 1,500 people, right? I don't remember.
And subtle reminders of the tornado remain in this town in America's heartland.
All right. Well, damn. Yeah, I know how I feel about death in these videos. It's sad. It's tragic. Everybody in this town look like they lost their homes. Not surprised that 50% of the population is gone. I feel like, and then you had like a tornado scare or like tornadoes like the very next day, or they said May 5th. I don't remember how many days or like if it was the next day or whatever, but like the fact that there was more tornadoes coming in the area, I understand it. But man, that's, yeah, all them lives ruined. Y'all know how I get with these videos. It's tough watching it. Prayers to all those who lost their lives in that tornado. At least the mother and the 9-month-old baby survived miraculously because didn't even have a basement. So ain't nobody you can thank but the man upstairs, I guess. Yeah. But hey, man, look, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Your boy's on the road to 500. We almost at 4. We gonna get there. Y'all already know how it is. It's your boy J. Osh, and I'm out.